Cam, you had the first 5 tonight. So much talk about the stress of this game and everything like that. How big was it to get up early and have that start like you guys had?
It's real big. You know, when we start off pretty well. You know, in the games we started off well, we've pretty much done well the whole game. And I feel like that's very important, you know, in any game to get an early start like that, get some momentum. And then our energy was great in the beginning of the game.
When you guys went through the stretch where it was like 7 minutes without scoring, what was being said to kind of keep you guys in it and keep your heads in it at that point?
Just staying confident, man, knowing that we're good players, good team, and that even when shots don't fall, we can still play defense to not let them extend the lead.
Dean, that zone in the first half really knocked you guys out of sorts, but you gathered yourselves in the second half. What exactly changed? What did you start doing differently in the second half?
You know, I personally missed some open shots in the first half that really could have spread out the zone a little more and help us attack. Missed some easy ones, but you know, the second half, my teammates just wanted me to be aggressive. And I was being aggressive, you know, posting up and letting the guards, you know, when they drive in there, post my guys so they have an open lane. So really, I was just trying to work the block-to-block area and post him up and keep the bottom guy, you know, engaged the whole possession so he couldn't help up on the flashers.
Cam, your reaction when Cartier stumped the windmill in the end, it seemed like you guys pretty much thought it was over then, or maybe just about thought that. Can you just talk about that moment, the noise and the energy from that?
The energy was great, and I mean the noise. You know, I don't have no words for that. It was unbelievable. Our fans came out and, you know, did a great job. We got the best fans ever, and we didn't know what Cartier was going to do on that break. We knew he was going to do something crazy, but we loved it.
Was that kind of a moment where you knew pretty much it was over?
You know, we can't really think of that in a game like that. You know, as you saw, they made some tough threes, so we still had to stay locked in and get some stops.
Guys, I was just curious if each of you could just take a second and express maybe your delight in beating KU tonight and how big this win was and leading the Big 12.
I mean, of course, this is our first time, you know, beating KU since we've been here. So it definitely means a lot for us, you know, and then staying first in the Big 12, that really means a lot. So we just got to, you know, keep this momentum going and get the next one.
Man, it's just a big-time win for us, man. You know, us seniors, the coaches, I mean, it was and the rest of our teammates, man, it was a bucket list game for us. Like he said, it was our first time winning. So it was a game that we knew we really wanted to win, not just us seniors, but everyone, just for our fans, ourselves, and all the hard work we put in. So it's a great feeling right now.
Yeah, I mean, they said pretty much everything there is to say, you know, bucket list win. You know, it also helps us get a little space here in the Big 12, standings and stuff. I know Baylor's still up there with us, but you know, to get this win puts us a little space between us, and you know, as much you can, the more space the better in the Big 12, because you never know what's going to happen, and I think that's a real big reason why we, you know, came out and was motivated and played like how we did.
What did y'all do to force them into a high number of turnovers and disrupt their offense?
Man, we really want to stay in the gap. Sorry. I said, man. We really wanted to stay in the gap and kind of just force them to not be able to drive down for easy layups and stuff like that. I mean, they're known for just getting that gap, either laying it up for themselves or finding someone open. So we figured if we kept them out of the lane and away from the basket, away from the paint, that it would disrupt their timing, their ability to get assists, and just their overall ability to score.
Hey, Dean, you mentioned you were missing some shots against the zone in the first half, and that's kind of what turned it around in the second half. Was that kind of the main reason for the turnaround, or were you guys kind of moving the ball a little bit more in the second half as well?
You know, I couldn't really put a reason why we were played so much better against the zone in the second half. I think we just were being more aggressive attacking. You know, we're on the line. Obviously, making some open shots helps. You know, spread the zone out a little more, get into gaps. But you know, I think overall it was just us being more aggressive. Really just attacking the zone, and just, you know, us attacking the zone. You know, they had to help in, and you know, people were hitting outside shots. You know, Cartier hit a few, and it was big for us.
KU is a team that historically executes set plays really well out of timeouts. Is that something you guys put extra emphasis on going into this one?
Yeah, man, I kind of did it last game. It was a challenge. I kind of challenged everyone within our team, just our teammates to make sure we get shutouts and be extremely locked in on media timeouts and regular timeouts. Just knowing that it's frustrating for a coach when you're stopping them throughout the game and they call a timeout to draw something up that they can score on, and we get another shutout. So it's something that we definitely emphasized, and I think we definitely executed. Not perfectly today, but we did it for the most part.
For all three of you guys, I know another one of the bucket list wins was the championship game, the title, beating Missouri in the Paradise Jam tournament. How does this win compare to that, just in terms of how you guys feel, like just the feeling of it?
I mean,
it's not even close.
Yeah, it's not even close, I don't think. You know, of course, that win was great for us because we hadn't won a tournament, but it's just unbelievable. You know, rivalry game at home, our first time doing that, and that's our senior year, so we went out. I mean, we at home versus them, we went out with a bang. And we got to go to that place.
Hey, Dean, you grew up around this rivalry. What does this mean? What does a win like this mean when you haven't gotten one in a long time?
You know, it means a lot. Me being from Kansas, you know, watching the rivalries and stuff like that, you know, it's been pretty one-sided for you know, a long majority of time. And, you know, it feels good just to, you know, for all the K-State fans and that support us through everything. We come out and play good and get a win against them guys. You know, it definitely, you know, makes everyone feel good about us, and obviously makes me feel good beating those guys. You know, it's my first time beating them. They're a great team. You know, so it just it was great for us, and you know, I feel great right now.
Barry, would you mind talking some about how Cartier played tonight? He's come on the last few games and was huge for you guys in the second half.
Man, he was big time. Just his energy, his defense, being in the right spot. Then he scored some baskets, man. Hit some big time threes. The dunk at the end of the game, and just being in the right spot, especially just defense. Tonight he was big time for us. Got some rebounds, some assists. So I mean, he kind of did a little bit of everything that we needed, especially in that second half.
Surprised at all he went windmill on that dunk?
Nah, man, you know, he's been talking about it. It was either windmill between the legs, and I don't know if you know, he got like a 45-inch vertical, so he has the legs to do it. So it's just a matter of he had to make it. He had no choice. He had to make it. So.
Hey Barry, what did you guys learn from the A&M game when you guys went long stretches without scoring, and a similar thing tonight, but you carried it over on the defense and kept you guys in the game by the halftime score?
Like you said, man, keeping it consistent on defense. Although we're not scoring to our full potential, we can not let them extend the lead by giving them easy layups or threes, wide open shots, stuff like that. So and then just staying confident on offense, knowing that we're gonna make shots eventually.
Barry, is there any regret about dunking that last ball there at the buzzer?
No regret at all, man. You know, I remember my freshman year. They were beating us at KU by 12, 15, something like that, and one of the players dunked at the end of the game, and the game was clearly over. So I just went to return a favor. Honestly, it's the only thing going in my head. Shout out Brandon Green.
Dean, what was going through your head at halftime? What were you telling the guys? You know, you kind of went through a bit of a drought there to end the half, but what was going on in the locker room? What were you telling everybody to go and start off strong in the second half?
You know, I think it was more the coaches just coming in and tell us we just got to fight. We're in a fight right now, and we got to grind every possession, fight. Don't give up anything. No one possession. You just got to fight everything. It's a game of inches, and we just, you know, we can't give up any inches, and we just came out and battled, grinded, fought, you know, whatever you want to say. Luckily we came out on top, and we fought every possession we came down. We were battling on defensive end, offensive end. I mean, we were really it was a dogfight tonight.
I know for all you guys there's got to be the sense of euphoria and satisfaction after winning this, but how much is there also just that sense of relief that you guys know that you left here, you know, you did beat KU at one point, so now it's like you can kind of breathe easy and say, hey, you know, we're the group that snapped this streak.
Oh man, it's good, but you know it's gonna be good for the night, and I mean after that it's on to the next game. We're not gonna end the season because we beat KU at home. Still 9 games left, I think, in the conference. So we're gonna hold our heads high right now for the night, and then it's on to the next one. Getting ready for Baylor and preparing for them.
I know you guys don't play them on the road until later this month.
You
but
said what?
I said I know you guys don't play them at their place until later this month. But is it hard to kind of find motivation to win that game too? Now that you've won one at home, or how do you kind of? I mean, is that even a question at this point?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a question. I don't think it's gonna be hard to find motivation to play any game, try to win any game, especially being top of the Big 12. I mean, we wanna do something special for ourselves. The university, our teammates, our coaches. So it's not gonna be hard to find any motivation to play any game.
Dean, with you guys being in first place now, just how much is a conference championship on your mind?
You know, that's the main goal, but it's not on our mind. We have to just take it one game at a time. We can't look too far ahead and lose track of what we're doing. It's all about preparation for the next game, and we got to stay focused and just worry about next game and have that next game mentality.
My teammates been telling me, you got a 45, use it. So I decided I was going to do the women. I really thought about under legs, but I wasn't.
Oh, God.
I wasn't sure I was going to make it fully. I didn't make it in warm-ups, pregame, so I was like, I'm going to just go with my old reliable, so I went with the windmill.
People will probably look back at that as one of the signature moments of this win. I mean, what does that just mean to you that you might live on in some people's memories there?
I feel like it was an exclamation point, but they still kept fighting. They cut the lead down, I think it was 5 or something like that, so the game wasn't over, and Coach kept stressing that. And we just had to finish out and really secure the win. The game ain't over till it's over, so that was the mentality after the timeouts.
Hey, Cardi, Barry referenced his freshman year when they were playing at KU, and then Brandon Green dunked at the end. Did you know about that at all? I mean, were you aware of that happening, even though you weren't?
Not at all. I
no?
didn't know
Okay,
about
so that wasn't on your mind.
Cardi, I just wanted to ask about if you've even had a chance yet. I mean, how much has your phone blown up? Have you been able to even look at it or respond to anybody yet?
No, I was actually taking care of my little eye right there. Everybody was throwing water on me, and somebody actually threw a water bottle at me. I got a little swollen, so I was just showering up and take care of that, but I didn't check it yet.
And then, not that you necessarily have any influence over this, but will you be watching SportsCenter to see how high you end up ranking on that? Top 10?
I actually don't have cable, so I don't know. I mean, if somebody tells me that, then I'll probably try to check on my phone. But
yeah, I'm sure they can tweet it out.
Yeah. Honestly, it's cool, but it's a lot of basketball to play. We just got through the first half. Now we taking it as 0-0, and we got Baylor. They're up there with us, and we're trying to in order for us to really secure the first place, we gotta take care of these next games, and the next game is the most important game. So looking forward to Baylor.
Cardi, I know you were unhappy with the loss at A&M. You had 14 there. You shot it well at Oklahoma State, and then shot it well tonight. Have you gotten a bit of a rhythm these last few games?
Yeah, but I think that comes from just me being in the gym. I was in the gym yesterday. I wasn't feeling too well, but I told myself in order for me to play well, I needed to get in the gym that last night. So I did that the night before, and I just keep coming in the gym, working on my shots, game time shots. I know I get a lot of corner shots, and I was working on that, and I made those shots. So that's really it.
Cartier, do you feel like you've found the right rhythm in your role in the 22 or 25 minutes and coming off the bench, given the energy and all that you've got to give for the team?
I feel I do, and it's just me coming in and being solid. I feel like if I get in that 10 plus points, it's much needed for the team and stuff like that, and just making the right reads and just being real solid on defense, because that's what we preach a lot, and just playing defense and just doing all little things. And I know that we're gonna everybody else is gonna do their job. Dean, Barry, Cam, X, and I just gotta do my job in the minutes I have. I don't think it's more of just the feel of the game. I mean, I feel like that's what I want to do that. I want to do the little things and score and pass and steal the ball. But it's just it's just all in the flow of the game. I'm trying my hardest playing defense. I try to make my shots. I mean, every shot don't go in, but I'm going to shoot shots that I feel is comfortable with myself, and we just going to, just come out with the win. That's most important.
Cartier, you turned them over like crazy tonight. How did you guys go about just creating that much havoc?
Scout was preaching defense. We're not gonna be able to control every shot we make and stuff like that. We knew they was gonna play zone, and we know that we struggle at times with that. But if we stop them, then it's a tie game, or it's we still have a chance. So, and that was the biggest thing, was just getting timely stops. We did have lapses, but at the end of the day, we did stop them when it was needed, and we came out with the W.
Cardi, two things for you real quick. First being, you didn't take any shots in the first half, and all your points came in the second half. Was that a conscious decision to be more of a distributor in the first half, or just kind of what was the difference in the second half for you about being more aggressive?
Well, first half I didn't really get to play. Got fouled, 2 fouls, so I was out a lot. I think that was really it. But second half, I just knew that I just needed to be aggressive and just take my shots, but also not. I'm not gonna. I probably forced a one shot or two, and it was out of rhythm, and it was close game. But I regained my consciousness, and I just played within the game, made timely shots, passed the ball when it was needed, a nice assist to Barry and stuff like that. So it was just in the flow of the game, whatever it takes to win the game.
And that's actually, you bring it up, I was going to mention, I know the dunk is going to get kind of what everyone's going to remember going forward, but to you, was it the stretch where you hit the corner three and then the next possession you hit Barry on the fast break? Did you kind of feel like that was the key stretch for you there in that second half in those back-to-back possessions?
I feel like it was big, but it was just something to extend the lead, and we know that we was real stagnant on offense when they was setting in a zone, so it was just get the rebound, push it. Because they weren't doing pretty good on transition, and we're really good at a transition team. So that was my main focus.
Bruce, what would you say was your main message to the guys at halftime?
Our coaches did a great job of just kind of challenging them, and they just said, "Hey, we're down 3 at home, didn't play well, and you're against your rival, and for 20 minutes, what are you going to do? Are you going to stand up and fight and go at them and attack? Or are you going to lay down?" And I think it was a great message, and that's what we talked about. We had talked about having a great start to the game, and because usually they jump on us and they jump on everybody else. We had a great start to it. We said if they can't stop us, which happened last year, they're going to go zone. We knew it was going to happen, but we got very tentative. I didn't think we were aggressive. We didn't attack the zone. But we did have a good finish to the half, and it gave us a chance, got us within 3, and then a good start, 13-5. I think that early stretch got the lead, and then we just said it's a fight, it's a battle. You got to continue to stand up and battle and attack them. And we were much more aggressive, got it into the zone, took it to the hoop, made them get out of the zone, and probably the difference in the game.
Coach, when they made that furious rush at the end, they cut it down to 64-61, and then you guys scored a 7-0 run, the final 112. Did you guys set up an inbounds play on? I mean, in the the timeout, not the inbounds play, but the corner on Snead on the jumper. What was you guys wanting to set up?
I mean, it was just a good read, a good pass. Guys, that's the thing. I thought early in the game. We moved the ball, made the right read, just like Oklahoma State. Then we got a little stagnant and trying to win the game on our own. And second half, and especially in that stretch, we started. Cardi makes a great pass to Barry. Somebody makes a great pass to Cardi in the corner. Somebody hits Xavier. We got it to Dean a couple times. Just the right reads, the right 17 assists on 25 field goals. Again, pretty good percentage. That's when we're good. And we guard. Turned them over a lot, just did a lot of good things. Play hard chart was way up there. A lot of that was because of the steals and the deflections. But I thought that, I told the guys the difference in the game was going to be the other guys. In the first half, their other guys won the game. Second half, Cardi, Mike McGurl has a big bucket when we're struggling. Levi gets 4, so we get 20 off the bench. And that, that's probably, to me, it was the difference in the game.
having the poise to stick with it when you go through a 7-minute stretch without scoring, something these guys could have done when they're not seniors, when they're sophomores, juniors?
Well, and that's what I kind of challenged the seniors. I thought they got, what are you doing? Go attack. Go make plays. Play the game the right way. And I thought we did a better job second half. Carty kind of said he had that little pull-up on the baseline. Mac tried to drive. Cam lost the ball. Those were a couple questionable plays. But for the most part of the half, we made good plays and good reads.
Coach.
How would you sum up the game means both to the seniors, but also to the program? I know it's just a moment in time.
Yeah, it's just, I'm just happy for the seniors. Obviously, our crowd, unbelievable. Stan Van Gundy said he flew in today. He said the whole plane was purple, and people were coming in from all over the place. So, that part's great. But to me, the most important thing, we're in first place, and we're 7-2. We got a first place game on Saturday night again. Long way to go, and we're still. Nothing. I hope it's not finished, and that's what my message to the guys after. Anything else for Carty? Otherwise, we'll let him go.
Anybody else want to talk to Carty?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, we ask a lot of questions about mindset for a game like this. Was there a point yesterday, where you realized they were in the right mindset to play Kansas?
Yeah, I thought practice was good, and some of the games that, when they really prepare well and they're focused and don't go through the motions, you can tell they're ready to play. And, it was big. It was, there's no doubt it's big for those seniors. And, you could just see the giddiness at the end of the game. I couldn't get them to understand that, I've been through watching Wiggins steal the ball and Westrodo behind his head and going into overtime. A lot of craziness can happen. So, but they enjoyed it. They had fun. It meant a lot. Now, do we have the maturity to come back, play against a team that's playing as well as anybody in the league? Baylor, won at Oklahoma by 30, beat TCU by 30. Kansas caught them right after Clark goes down, but since that, they played as well as anybody.
Coach, can you talk about the job you did of not allowing Lawson to catch the ball in favorable spots, and then conversely, the ability to get Wade the ball in favorable spots?
Yeah, and he still has. I thought we did a great job, and then I look at the stats, and he has 18 and 9, but we made it hard on him. I thought early, especially, we did. They didn't get it to him much, and then that's their focal point in their offense, is to get it to him. We talked about fighting him before he caught the ball, and we also talked about it's just the quarterback. When the quarterback's hot, what do you got to do? You got to rush the passer. You got to get up on the passer. I think we did a good job on that. We fought some passes, make the post feed out further. And then when he got it, we were coming. And, right away, first play early, Dean came. We had a great trap with Xavier and Dean at the end. Got a turnover, led to transition. But those, he's a really good player. He didn't get a double the other night, but second in the country. Double-doubles, and did a good job on him.
Bruce, Coach Self defined your defense as comically better than his offense tonight. And first off, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, how much pride does that kind of put in your head, and what did you think of the defensive play overall?
I've kind of challenged the guys, and I watched tape from last week, or from last year, all three of the games. I was just so disappointed how we did. And they had pros, and they were really good, and they were older. But we just broke down. And I just said, first thing in the message today at shoot-around, this is about getting stops. At halftime, this is about getting stops. This is about being in the right spot, not breaking down no matter if shots go in or not. It gives us a chance. And I've challenged them, be the best defensive team. I know Texas Tech's numbers are up there, couple other teams, Virginia. But, the stretch run, if we want to compete for a championship and make a run, I think we have to be the best defensive team. I think we can. We have stoppers. Barry, Xavier. Cam is a lot smarter. Dean, their starter, than people give him credit for. Mike McGurl comes in, gives us energy. Carty's athletic. So, and the coaches do an unbelievable job of preparing them, and the guys have bought into it.
How key is it to keep Lawson off the line in the second half?
Well, they keep them. We defended without fouling, and we had 3 to give or 4 to give at the end. And we kept telling our guys we actually let them go in, a Vic go in when we had said take a foul on the drive. But we did a great job of moving our feet. I thought Oklahoma State, we contained the dribble as well as we've done all year. Dotson's really tough and tougher, and Lawson's tough getting the hoop. They get alley drives. But, for the most part, we moved our feet, got in the gaps, made them turn it away. How many passes went into their bench or the stands, just because we were in the right spots. I'll be honest, I was mad because I just wanted to make the dang layup. Don't take a chance. And I had told them, last time, one of those last times we beat them, when West did, everyone that was here went behind that neck and threw a pass, and we lost it. They got down. They stole the ball. Next thing we know, we're in overtime. Now we found a way to win, which, thank goodness. But I even brought it up to them. And, I loved the dunk. It was a great steal. But just, get the points, get back on defense, stop them, finish the game.
Bruce, with all the attention, rightly so, on the seniors and what Cartier did in the second half, do you feel like that Xavier's contribution somewhat overshadowed 14 and 7? He hit the key three to push it from 3 to...
that Cartier's 3, Xavier's 3, Mike McGurl's little layup, those were all huge. And, Xavier 14 and 7 plays his butt off, plays as hard as anyone. 3 for 6 for 3, and he's had a little bit of struggles, but they wanted to win, not only the seniors, but all those guys. And, it was a great effort. We played determined and much more aggressive in the second half.
You guys have worked so hard to get to first place, 7-2 in the league. What's going to be the key to staying there?
It's the team with the most discipline and maturity to get ready for every game. Somebody texted me and said, "Oh, your league's the best. There's 8 teams over 500 or with winning records." And I said, well, last year we had 10 teams where, that were. So, it's just such great balance. Every game's hard. Can you get ready for the next one? And I haven't even brought up, I don't like to look at the schedule, but Drew always talks to me about travel plans. So, we got a gauntlet still coming up. So it's not going to be any easier, but do we have the maturity? And that's my message after game. Now, be happy, be giddy, watch the highlights. Get your butt to class tomorrow, get a little rest, get treatment, and get ready to play for Baylor on Thursday for Saturday's game.
Coach, how did you guys get turned around on offense in the second half, and how much of that had to do with just making those, like for Dean, those mid-range shots in the middle of the zone?
Well, one, we got transition off of steals, and we talked about pushing it against the zone. I thought the first half, once we missed some shots, we walked it up. We had horrible body language. We didn't attack them. So, one, we said push it, get them when they're in transition, trying to get back to spots, and we're able to take advantage of that. 2, we talked about, if you're going to cut and you're going to go make a play, you got to do it definite. You can't be tentative. Dean faded away. Once he thought he got fouled on the one play underneath. I think everyone in the stands thought he got fouled. They didn't call it. He got tentative. And that was, our coaches just said, you can't let one call affect your game. And in the second half, he played like a man. He went at him. He didn't make every play, but he was definitely more aggressive and took it to them. And again, 5 assists, made a lot of nice plays out of the mid-post for us.
Coach, is this win a benchmark win for you, would you say? I mean, you got a 6-game winning streak in the conference. Just the magnitude of this game, just talk about that, Al.
I don't know if it's a benchmark. Every win is a benchmark. Obviously it's the rival. It means a lot. But it just keeps us in first place, but there's a lot, Barry said it. There's a lot of, Carty said it, a lot of basketball left. And this league is very tough. And, right now our mission is we got to get ready for Baylor. And, that's the most important thing. But, it was a fun night. Great for our, obviously our fans. And, what Bill has done in Kansas is unbelievable. They're not just beating us, but everybody in the league winning championships. You got to give them a lot of credit. I thought last year it's as good a coaching job as he's ever done with the quality of the league. And they've done it. They're a little. I said it 2 days ago, press conference. They're younger and new, and we took a little bit advantage of that. And but they obviously they play well at home. No one's beating them there, so we'll see how everything progresses.
Bruce, did you see that experience advantage kind of early
on and throughout the game with their turnovers, particularly in the backcourt?
Yeah, I thought so. We got up and into them. I told them, the guys, and I've said this all the time, it's not the 12,528 that make the difference. It's what the guys, 5 on the court, the 10 on, 10 on the bench. It's your mindset, and are you ready to play? And then if you get ready to play and do what you're supposed to, we took away passes, we did all that stuff. Now the crowd gets into it. Now that's when they throw it away or they make the tentative casual pass. You kind of make mentally break them down, which they don't. That's his. I think Coach Self's best thing he does. They always seem the course and keep coming at you. So that there's no doubt our guys had a good mindset to start.